Yeah, this is Bystanders and Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku, live here in the city of Lagos, Abiodun, Jagun Street. That's where we are this morning, and that is where we have always been to get you the newspaper review on the streets. Yes, behind me at the Bystanders, they are deliberating on the reports that we have on the national dailies this morning. You can see we have Nigerians discussing national issues, very much interested in their country. Let's move on. I have with me the Vanguard newspaper this morning. I have also the Nigerian Tribune, the Vanguard and the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Let's take a look at what we have. We are starting with the Nigerian Tribune. Dia, former head of state, vice president, will be giving state burial. Yes, that's Ogun Governor Dia, Oladipo Dia. May he so rest in peace, former vice president. Court blocks Oyo's government account to 4 banks, over 3.4 billion naira owed sacked local government bosses. Cash swap policy disrupted our payment plan. That is from the government. Good morning, Agoba Mafino. Good morning, Nigeria's future. Yes. Let's move on this morning. You can see the main headline on the Nigerian Tribune. Court stops IU as PDP chairman. My suspicion by world executives exercising futility. That is IU. Fight has just started. Wike tells IU. Iwanyanwu denies calling Yorubas rascals. Iwanyanwu denies calling Yorubas rascals. He has come to debunk the rumor, the reports that he called Yoruba rascals. So Iwanyanwu has said he didn't call Yoruba rascals. The general election, police arrest 781 suspects, recover 132 assorted weapons nationwide. That is from the Inspector General of Police, IGP. Yes, Affair donates £10 million for young Africans in London's King's College. Affair donates £10 million for young Africans in London's King's College. Federal government to engage over 885,000 personnel for Census. Federal government to engage over 885,000 personnel for Census. Says exercise to last for 5 days. So if you are interested, you can apply for that Census engagement. 885,000 personnel needed for Census. INEC to conduct supplementary elections in Adamawa, Kebbi, others. April 15th, INEC to conduct supplementary elections in Adamawa, Kebbi, others. April 15th. Let's move over to the Vanguard newspaper. Kidnappers demand 50 million naira for abducted COP members. 4 INEC officials in Kogi. Kidnappers demand 50 million naira for abducted COP members. 4 INEC officials in Kogi. Lagos government grant access to Chrisland's terminal classes. Lagos government grant access to Chrisland terminal classes. Cash crunk Inge waits in meet NLC CBN over planned strike. Inge waits in meets NLC CBN over planned strike. Yes, any attempt to stifle press freedom unacceptable. That is U.S. Embassy. We have the main headlines of the Vanguard this morning. State Assembly elections 9 days after INEC holds on to results in 183 constituencies. Adamawa, Yobe, Jigawa, Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna top states with awaited results. APC leads in battle for state legislators with 421 seats. PDP 303 seats. Labour Party, Afghan, NPP, YPP, SDP, ADC win slots. INEC fixes April 15 for supplementary governorship. National Assembly States Assembly polls. On interim government, no one stole your mandate. Tinubu protesters tell Atiku and Obi. PDP crisis, courts restrains IU from parading themselves as natural chairman. How Nigeria can unleash human potentials. Then Super Falcons target semi-finals. Okay, Nigeria access to safe water still moving target. That is what we have this morning. Cash rationing persists amidst improved supply to banks. Good morning, everyone. King Jogba, good morning. Yes, Flabby, good morning. Yes, for your concern. Yes, we are having some setback, but we shall overcome it. I have Mr. Matthew. Bien, sir.
You demand my friend on the other side. It does go far.
He's a Nigerian.
He can speak. He's mature enough to speak for himself.
Okay. Okay, let's look at the one who has debunked the statement that was accredited to him
About
Yoruba, calling Yorubas rascals.
I think, but you see, what one thing is, I think it is high time people start applying decorum, because if you watch what transpired, you agree with me that it is not all the Yorubas that did it. That is why I was always saying that it is unfortunate that the political class push out that wrong narrative. They use the gullible ones among them to propagate it and use the miscreants to enforce it. I told people, I said, if you look at what transpired in that presidential election, it is not an Igbo agenda. People were tired of the system in Lagos State. So they spoke through the ballot. If you look at I used to say it, all these yellow buses. I have had cause to have encounter with many of them, I mean the drivers. They tell you the harrowing experience they passed through in the hand of the informal tax collectors.
You can call them the Lagos State Parks and Garages.
Because most of the part of money they collect do not get to the state coffer. I told you the other day I had an encounter with a driver who said he pay as much as 4,100 naira a day. I was telling him that it was unfortunate that informal tax. I was telling him that it was unfortunate that the state government could not push through their decision to centralize the taxing system where they had to pay 800 a day and it covers them for the whole day. He said the government actually introduced it, but that the union leader said that does not affect their own money they used to collect. So that ended up adding to what they pay. Or do you look at the keke operators who pay as much as 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 depending on the route on daily basis? They equally spoke through the ballot, irrespective of tribe or religion or whatever consideration you look at. Then was it by coincidence that you saw Lagos State government giving out the panel vehicles to owners free of charge? The aggrieved private car owners who are tired of the extortion at every given opportunity from last officials spoke through the ballot. Or the song the last officials were singing that went viral, asking for forgiveness. Was it by coincidence?
They are back.
Lagosians were part of the problem. And invited the
It's only once. Oh, yeah, let's move on.
So I was talking about Lagosians who were aggrieved as a result of the way the government handled the NSAS and the denial of the government that there was no massacre at Lekki Toll Gate. They spoke through the ballot.
Okay.
We can go on and tell you how Lagosians spoke through the ballot, irrespective of tribe, irrespective of religion, and all that. So it was not an ethnic thing. It was not an Igbo agenda.
Okay, looking at the governorship election results, does it collaborate with what you're saying now, that it spoke through the ballot?
No. The governorship election is a different scenario. It shows you that people, even if you can see some level of voter apathy, some level of voter suppression, intimidation, harassment, and all that, you agree with me that it was a matter of the candidates when it came to the presidential election, people were rooting for the candidate of Labour Party as a person. Because you saw what transpired during the governorship and House of Assembly election, it clearly tells you that people were voting for personality, not party. Because if you look at most of the states where PDP rule and where APC rule, and where Labour Party recorded success in the presidential election, they find it difficult to record success during the governorship election. So it shows that people were voting for individual, not party.
Okay. They voted for the current.
Yeah, they were voting for individual.
Okay, let's move on. We have 9
No,
days.
that is not to say that in Lagos there was no abnormality. We all witnessed what transpired here.
Okay.
So, but what I'm saying, generally speaking, if you look at the election holistically, you will see that Nigerians were voting for individuals, not parties.
Okay, let's move on. Federal government to engage over 885,000 personnel for census in the coming months.
Why are they in a hurry to do census? If the government is winding down and there's no time, they should allow the incoming government to conduct it. After all, in most developed world, they don't go for head count on routinely basis. They make use of vital statistics. I'm a statistician by training. I understand that if the most of the developed world and they have good statistics of their population better than Nigeria. It is not a rocket science. You register births, you register deaths at every given point in time. You can do your plus and minus. You know the number of people living vis-a-vis the age bracket, gender, and all that. So it's not necessary that you must always go for head count on every 10 years, 15 years, as the case may be. So I think Nigeria should grow to the level where we start using vital statistics to determine our population.
Okay, let's move on. We are looking at Pandora papers. A law firm writes the CCB to investigate P2B on Pandora papers.
Nobody is against any investigation. Anybody that have any case against anybody should make good his information, avail the necessary government agency of whatever information he has, and let the agencies do the needful. I'm not here to defend anybody. As long as you know you have credible information against any individual and you know it's sufficient enough to perhaps disqualify such person from holding public office, and not against any such move.
Okay, there was a protest in Abuja yesterday. They were asking that the opposition should accept the results of the election and not truncate democracy.
I think I saw the protest for and against the outcome of the election. Whether people protested in favor or against, you cannot take away one fact. The fact you cannot take away is that INEC preached their own guideline. Their guideline specifically says they shall upload the election result electronically from the polling units. That they didn't do. And again, I said it the other day that in Adamawa State, I've seen the returning officer who used information in the INEC importer to collate result when there was controversy in a particular local government. And by the time he collected the result from INEC, it was at variance with the manually collected result. He decided to use the one collected from the INEC. And I'm waiting if that case go in court. Let me see whether court will invalidate what he did. Because that has been my position all this while. That if court, if the elector had given you the leverage to announce result at the polling unit level and upload same to INEC server and INEC importer as the case may be, that if somebody somewhere in the name of collecting the whole result, whether you call it collation, whether you call it tallying, whatever name it goes by, and for me, I do not see anything wrong in it. So, and I've been saying that the only way you can have free, fair, credible election is to minimize pernicious human interference in the process. Because the more you have human interference, the more you have human being engaging in the process, the more the possibility of contravening the process, circumventing the process. You can see that INEC on its own have lacked the credibility to be given discretionary power. So, for me, I think INEC is not about whether people protested for or against. INEC set the stage for the people who believe that there was electoral brigandage. And whether we like it or not, you cannot take away the fact that we saw evidences of voter suppression, intimidation, and from what we have seen, INEC failed in their responsibility to live up to their promise in their guidelines. Thank you for having me.
Okay, just shift back. Just shift back. No, just shift back. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes,
Good morning to you,
well, God.
A very wonderful morning to you and to the viewers here in Nigeria and here in diaspora. Say good morning to everyone.
From what is happening, you have noticed, is the elections over?
Is what?
The election over?
Election is not over. The president has not been sworn in, and there is still a case in court. Though the president will be sworn in come May 29, nobody has that veto power to bring on board interim government. There must be a government that will pilot the affairs of the country pending the outcome at the tribunal. So don't be surprised when Baba Kasim is sacked at the tribunal, depending on the evidence presented to the judges at the court of law. So the election for me is not yet over until Supreme Court gives their verdict. Now, INEC has claimed by INEC that the president-elect happens to be Asiwaju. Now, the two parties, the president of PDP and then that of Mr. Obi, have now gone to court to challenge the outcome of the result. So now, thank God, the appeal court have given Peter Obi and then Atiku a go ahead to serve Asiwaju notice that now your case is in court. As I yesterday, or I think on last week Friday, appeal court granted leave to serve him notice, and then the APC have now acknowledged that. So let's now, and then thank God, Nigerian Bar Association is now saying the proceedings of that hearing should be telecast. People need to watch it. Nigerians need to watch the proceedings in the court of law because our voting was public, right? Everybody voted openly. So let that tribunal for the election, let it be telecast. Let every Nigerian see it. It's not something you just do inside the courtroom. No court, make people not see it. People want to see it. How the proceedings is being unfold. How the government, how the judges arrive in their conclusion. So let Nigerians see it, yes. So it's not because matter now.
Happened before?
Even if it has not happened before, it can start now. Not be secret court. Nigerians want to believe that if the judiciary is truly independent, let them telecast this presidential tribunal hearing. Let people have access to it. Even either
let it be a live telecast.
Let it be a live telecast so that every Nigerians can know that the judiciary is not partisan, is not biased, or else any kangaroo judgment can set the country up on fire.
There are some people protesting yesterday in Abuja saying that the opposition should take the election results and correlate the president-elect so that not to truncate democracy.
There are some persons, but anybody can protest. With the current state of, I watch it. With the current state of Nigeria, you can mobilize now. If you have 5,000 now, you can mobilize crowd here, more than 3 million crowd here. With the state of this country now. See, no, that is the truth to Mr. Christian. Anybody can mobilize protesters. Those people now, check, are they APC CAN members? Go and call all of them. None of them is a CAN member of APC. None of them. Some persons, some persons can go, pay them to do that. We saw before this time.
So the campaign, you saw the crowd at the campaign.
He said
the campaign had so much crowd, but the election, we saw that the result of the election did not reflect the campaign.
That is where hiring crowd comes in. People would always, you can mobilize people just come and attend your campaign rally, but would that campaign reflect the what, the election results? You also saw it. How despite you are in this country, in this state, where MC Olomo said he have drivers and the sea, drivers and all the sea, Agbero will give Asiwaju 5 million votes. Where was the 5 million votes? Because we did. He saw it when he was saying that he went to, they were marching. He was even boasting. He said he himself, Solomon, will give Ashwadu 5 million votes. On that day of the election, how many of the Agberos came out and voted? They don't have. So these are what we are saying. You saw what reflects. You saw what reflected. Festus Kayama and Co would have paid those people to come out and protest. Those people themselves are not happy protesting. They are doing it just to survive. Those people themselves, ask them, they are not happy protesting. They are doing it just to survive. You know, in this country, you can survive in any way. So, 2K said the house.
Well, let's look at the PDP cost stops IU. I think the G4 and the G5 governors and Atiku, they are having a clash on this.
G5? G5 is a useless. G5 is just PDP Pro Max branch 2. G5, look at the G5. Look at their life now. Wike had to rig election for Ashwaju to win in Rivers State. And they say Wike has power. What power? Wike rigged Rivers election. Now UK.
If he did not rig it according to allegation.
He said
if he didn't rig it.
It's not allegation. If it's not rigged, Obi won most of the Southeast States now, aside from Akwa State. He also is. It's a clear evidence now. Thank God, UK has now written Wike's name as people they will place ban. Wike, Fanika, Festus Kayama, about like 3 of them now. I know for now. If Wike had not rigged Rivers election, do you think Ashwaju will win? Ashwaju will not win now. You just saw this one. So you saw what happened. Benue State, Benue that was shouting, Autumn lost. Autumn could not deliver his own state. Autumn, for good 3 years, he has refused to pay salaries and pension. Every day, Autumn will come here and say, Fulani. Now, he has lost.
And APC won.
Is that what we love? Look at Abia governor. I thank God for Abia people. Abia people stood their grounds that see, Okenze, Ekpazu, and his chariots should go. I school in, I come to Abia easy. Abia State, my brother, thank God for Abia State now. People, Abia indigenous should be very much happy that God has divided from bondage, because he go reach, when he reach one place, he reach Oshama, there's this boundary between junction. You go to see Akwa Ibom. Once you enter Akwa Ibom, you will see good roads. But once you enter Abia, you go to your house go to be this kind of state with this one.
That's
yes. I got Fagboyi. That's that place. That place they go back there. That place. Most times I wonder if Abia as a governor, but thank God other people have said this time we'll take it by force. And now the man, Okenze Ikpazu yesterday apologized. He came out openly and then apologized when he has killed so much of people. Imagine a governor telling the people that if you deliver in the state clinic, they will give you 500 naira. 500 naira. He said he was even boasting that some indigenous of the state does not have such amount of money. So that's why the state has now made it a law to give people of Abia 500 naira. If you deliver in the state. He was clapping for himself yesterday. Look at that. A useless governor.
Okay, let's move on. We have very soon now, where will be 750 naira if they remove subsidy, because they are going to remove subsidy.
See, my brother, I tell people Thank God, as Shivaji has been saying, he wants to become president. My brother, I'm not praying he will fail, but the way Nigeria is now, my brother, as Shivaji, 2 years there will be so much protest in the country because considering with the rate of loan 77 trillion but loan on ground, and now he wants to remove fuel subsidy. Now what is left for the common man? My brother, 2 years. My brother, 2 years. My brother, I don't foresee Ashwaju turning the fortunes of this country around because of the current state of the nation. And don't forget, he has said either Nigeria like it or not, his government will remove subsidies. And when fuel is being sold for 750, what is the hope of the common man?
Now it's sold for like 200.
Well, even now the government is subsidizing it, it's being sold. But now, as Ashwaju has said, he wants to remove subsidy. Now, if you remove subsidy, what is the hope of the average Nigerian man? How does he intend to turn the fortunes of the country around when there is about 77 trillion debt hanging? And the rate of unemployment is on the very high side. My brother, Ashwaju Teno might be worse than Buhari.
That is if he's sworn in.
See, have you forgotten? In 2015, that was how some everybody here they were jumping. Along the line, majority of them deviated and started spreading cause on Buhari. I just pray and hope he doesn't deteriorate to such level.
Thank you very much. I will forget them. Straight to the point. You are under trial. No. I say he's under trial. No. I'll call you later. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute, oh. I'm counting now.
I'm not a politician, I'm an artist, a stylist, a graphic artist, a hip hop artist. I understand it. I did for Black Coke, title,
That's not what we're doing here. We're talking politics.
Thank you.
Our leaders.
I said I'm an artist, I want to
Election, our leaders.
election, you talking about election, you don't give me 1 minute. I did for Black. I did for Black. I know the Bonner boy. I'm from Delta State. I did for Black.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, let's move on. Okay. Good morning, Mazi Chikoti.
Yeah, good morning, President. These are on your Monday supporters.
Have you congratulated the president-elect?
Who is your
There's a
president?
protest in Abuja yesterday that the opposition should allow democracy to thrive by congratulating the president-elect.
Protest by who? It's unfortunate that what I don't see it as a surprise. There are people that have been proven to have no conscience. People who don't have, of course, their sense of judgment has been eroded, and the humanity in them is nowhere to be found. So, for such people, what drives them is what they stand to gain, especially when they are induced. And it shouldn't be surprised that people are still indulging in snatching of ballot box, which ordinarily any man with it in his senses wouldn't have. Any man who has conscience and who believes in humanity wouldn't have done that. But it seems to the contrary, people are being induced to snatch ballot boxes, are being induced to suppress the same citizens which share, of course, the same rights as enshrined in the Constitution. For such people, it shouldn't be a surprise. Of course, Nigeria wouldn't have been complete without such people.
Okay, let's move on. And we have. Let's move on.
Yes, I may have to give a shout out to the indigenous people of Biafra. I know you have not discussed such issue that global terrorism interest.
It was a mistake.
Global terrorism index have retracted their formal position with regards to INEC and have deleted INEC IPOP in that mischievous publication. So, and have now recognized truly that INEC is, IPOP remains a pro-Biafra movement. So that is kudos to the freedom fighters, kudos to the global IPOP family. I think they have been once again, of course, vindicated that they are within the ambit of the law, diplomatic and international laws, recognized law, in the course of pursuance of their own fundamental rights. And the right to association, the right to political opinions, and to express such opinions. Congratulations and kudos to the IPOP worldwide.
Okay, let's look at Iwanya, who denies calling Yoruba rascals. He has debunked the rumor.
Well, it is needless to deny that, of course, every sensible, responsible person will decipher without any, of course, difficulty, understand what he was trying, the message he passed on to everyone, of course, that is concerned. So it's unfortunate that some mischievous element want to take undue advantage of that to get attention of the gullible ones, and of course make some mischief, which for me is needless.
Okay, and let's move on. We have the last mile officials task force have resumed the streets, and this time I think they are pushing.
Well, do you think that they have gone for good? It is a mere tactical, deceptive or tactical engagement just to pacify the people. I think they are back to their normal routines, and now, for me, if I may say, they have more or less consolidated on what they are there to do. It's a matter of time we will see, of course, their character being seen by all. So it is not to say that the people are better off, but I know that with time, the normal routine, the normal intimidation and harassment of the citizens and arbitrary extortion from the citizens will persist.
Okay, let's move on. We have the G5 governors and Atiku fighting over Ayu's sack. The court has said Ayu should stop representing himself as the chairman.
Well, for me, I think there are some controversy surrounding that pronouncement, and some of the opinion that their signatures who were alleged to be signatory to that petition were claiming that their signatures were falsified, was forged. Maybe in the course of time we will get to know the actual and true position of that case. But for a high court to be very fast to make such pronouncements, I think is a height of rascality. By PDP constitution, it is only the NEC that has the right to suspend the member of the NEC. And I think the NEC, which is the highest policy-making body of the PDP, should be able to give direction to that and throw more light, of course, to such confusion.
Okay.
I think it is never late for them to. But it is needless, are you or no are you? PDP or no PDP is immaterial. Because what is concerned is the threat to humanity that Nigeria represents based on the current realities. Where do we go forward? I would consider that to be a mere distraction in this focusing on the much and more important issues on ground. Where do we go from here? Look at fuels. It has been projected that fuel in the next few months will be hiked to 750. Why do we get to this point? These are issues that should form a national discussion. These are issues that should draw the attention of every concerned citizen or resident within this contraption. So it is immaterial. The PDP, they can set themselves ablaze within their room. It doesn't matter. It doesn't call for any sympathy. In fact, they are one of the reasons why Nigeria is where it is today. So I have no sympathy for any of those mischief makers.
The federal government to engage over 885,000 personnel for census at this point in time.
Why conducting the census before? You see, it is a waste of effort as far as I'm concerned. You should have allowed the next dispensation, if actually there would be a successor, because with what is happening, it is the continuity of this country is never and can never be guaranteed, because all the indices presupposes that we are almost at the verge of collapsing, economic-wise, security-wise, and nothing appears to be working. Nothing appears to be in the right shape. And calling for census is the height of rascality on the part of the executive. Who are you trying to conduct the census? People who are already battered, who are already discontented, who are already, of course, have thrown in the towel, who have not, people that are no longer interested in the Nigerian project. So why should you go ahead to force them to be aggregated or integrated in that same system that they consider to be a failed system? I think the best thing that should have been done is first to address those nagging national issues bordering on the existence, bordering on the security and the continuity of this contraction. On the path to national nationhood, you've seen how the journey has been so far, which has remained an illusion and a total aberration. It's so unfortunate that we found ourselves here. But rather than paying attention to those critical issues, the political elites and those within the corridor of power seems to be living in the world of oblivion, in the world of fantasy, not correlating with what is happening, not in terms with the realities on ground. Does Nigeria need census at this time? When, of course, you hardly could guarantee or vouch for the security of every region. No region is secured, and you see of recent the onslaught by the Fulani herders is still in sight. People are being killed, adopted. Who are you trying to capture? What is the objective? What is the brand? What is the agenda behind this push? Because for me, it is immaterial. Of course, the process, like the INEC, will never be trusted. So people pushing for this census knew what they want to achieve. It is never in the interest of nationhood. It is never in the interest of the masses. It's to, of course, push certain ulterior obnoxious agendas which possibly might satisfy their personal interests at the expense of the masses. I think for me, it's a vote of no confidence on the same government who promised to give free, fair and credible elections to Nigerians. But today, we have seen that even their greatest trust can never be relied on. So the same people cannot be trusted to conduct themselves in the most transparent and legitimate, of course, process with regards to this census. Possibly they may want to marginalize or suppress certain regions to push their political narrative more further. But that, of course, will be vehemently resisted. What we need is to part our ways. Let the Biafrans go their ways. The Oduduwa, maybe they are still counting on your mandate. We stand. Let them go. For them, if actually they are still interested in the Oduduwa nation. But for me, what I want to speak is what borders on my own constituency, on my own domain and my people. If the Biafrans should sustain, of course, their legitimate quest for self-recognition and, of course, the restoration of the Biafran state.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Adeguani. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, yes. Iwanyawu, the nice calling, the reverse rascals.
Okay. Well, as a forgiving people, you know, because we Yorubas, we have this open heart, and it has been proven, all right, because we find it easy to coexist with people, and this is why you see that the Western region happens to be the most developed, you know, region in Nigeria, whether you like it or not.
David was talking about Abia State. I saw you laughing.
Well, I wasn't here when David was.
I saw your emoji.
Oh, okay, yes. You know, listen, we need to look inward.
Yeah.
Let us hold our leaders responsible and let us hold them accountable for their actions. You know, I congratulated the Abians the last time when Labour Party, and of course, I said Labour Party will be able to achieve any significant position in the East. Because it is just there, it is evident. Because we have seen that the Labour Party is almost been hijacked by the Igbos. I'm not sorry to say that, but that is what it is. All right? So, Igbos are Nigerians, fine. But they must understand that for you to assume that national position, that apex, you must be able to accommodate and tolerate other regions. Now, Iwaya was saying that for him to come out, we accept it. But then I want even the Igbos, who are still going about shouting about the ethnic profiling, to accept the apology of MC Oluomo. Because MC Oluomo came the next day, he brought Iyachukudi. Iyachukudi, who happens to be an Igbo woman, said MC Oluomo was referring to her. But the Igbos, who have always, those who are actually for the Labour Party, who are going about crying for the ethnic profiling, happen not to be forgiven. Okay, if we the Yorubas can take the insult, swallow it, take that pill, that okay, why are we forgiving? I think you as a person, as a region, should also be a forgiving kind of person. Do you understand?
Few days to the election, Olumo made that broadcast. But yes. What happened at the governor's election? We saw thugs coming out to profile some persons.
Let me tell you, this profiling thing, this suppression thing, is not peculiar with Lagos State. If you agree with me, I want to discuss something else. It happened in Anambra, it happened in Enugu, it happened in Lagos State, it happened in Oyo State, it happened even in the north. Okay? It happened in in Plateau. It happened in so many states, even in the south side. It happened in River State. So why are you so particular about Lagos State? Do you have any problem with Lagos State? Do you have your placenta buried in Lagos State?
Lagos voters.
Do you have personal gain?
There's somebody at your back.
I know. This issue of suppression happened in Imo. It happened in Anambra. It happened in Enugu. But those that are in Enugu are not thinking about what happened in Enugu. They are so concerned about Lagos. All right? A reaction from your elder statesman, who I am calling Yoruba political rascal. Now we've accepted the apology. I am now advising even the Igbos to accept the apology of MC Oluomo. You cannot be unforgiving, and you want people who are ready to forgive you not to become unforgiving too. It's not possible. You understand? It's a two-way thing. I offend you, you offend me. I apologize. You accept my apology. Then I'm also expected to what? To forgive you. That's the way it should be.
Okay.
Nobody ever said we were never going to have issues. Nobody said we were never going to go into conflict. But the conflict resolution mechanisms requires the both parties to be ready to shift grounds. That's just the truth. But when you remain unrepentant, you just want to be unforgiving, you believe you are the only one that can hold grudges, then you're going to have problems. It's as simple as that. Just go to social media. Now, you see Yorubas say that we are forgiving you. But you will never see Igbo people come outside and say they are forgiving MC Oluomo. Why are they like that? Do they have two heads? Nigeria does not belong to them alone.
Okay, let's look at the census that we are going to have very soon.
Leave census alone. Census is the least of our problems. Census is the least of our problems.
Okay, let's move on.
That is just an avenue for them to steal money.
No one spoke to your mandate. Pro-Tinubu protesters tell Atiku and Obi.
Yes, that's the way it should be. Those that are protesting that INEC saw their mandate, they are being mobilized. They are in Abuja for 5 days. Someone is mobilizing them. Look at Census. Were they not being mobilized? I mean, we saw how people were sending Bitcoin to them. We saw how they were financing them. Those who are, there are some people who they've lost hope in Nigeria. They are ready to ensure that Nigeria breaks. They have nothing to lose. And those are IPOBs. Those are the IPOB apologists. IPOB as a region, their prayer every day is Nigeria to break up. So anything, you don't compare Oduduwa with IPOB in any way. Because when you look at the scores of rascality, of monstrous acts, of dastard act IPOB has committed, you cannot, Oduduwa is way million times ahead of IPOB. If Oduduwa is going through his own in a peaceful manner, IPOB are going through their own through aggressive manner. They are ready to allow this country to break because they have nothing to lose. That is the IPOB people. Okay? Now, the people that are in Abuja are being financed by IPOB apologists. Well, that is the plain truth.
That's an allegation.
That is not an allegation. That is the main truth. You people who are protesting for Tinubu now, today.
Where did you get your funds from?
Listen,
okay.
People who are protesting for Tinubu today are also being financed. That is just the truth.
Sponsored.
They are being financed. Those that are going to Abuja that are saying that Tinubu's nobody stole Obi'S mandate, all right, or Atiku's mandate, they are also being financed. Likewise, those people that are protesting for Obi, they are being financed. Likewise, those people that are protesting for Atiku, they are being financed by someone somewhere. And don't let me forget, I have told you that Labour Party has been hijacked, but it has not come out vividly like that, but it has been hijacked. The only place Labour Party scored the highest of success is in the East. The Igbos have hijacked Labour Party. Their polling units in Labour Party, 80% are Igbos. You don't need a professor to come and explain this to me, my brother. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, cost stops Ayu as PDP chairman. There's a rift between the G5 governors and Atiku on Ayu.
Ayu is a man. He's not a nation builder. Ayu is a man who is just an opportunist. He doesn't believe in the national unity of this nation. If Ayu believed in the national unity of this nation, he had nothing to lose for him to step down since May. There's nothing for Ayu to lose. Step down, let a southern chairman be. How can the chairman be not. The president elect, I mean your presidential candidate be not. Your DG not. What are you people trying to do? That is the fight. That is why you saw me supporting Tinubu, because I know that it is only Tinubu that can defeat Atiku in this election. They are not born Obi well. 1 million times for him to defeat Obi. Did Obi gather 1 million votes in the corner? Go and count his vote. He not reach 1 million. All the vote Obi got is in the south. All the vote Obi got was in the south. Tinubu was able to defeat Atiku because he got 5.2 million from the north. But our people are not sensible enough. For if a northerner has won this election, they have set a precedent that anytime, any day, North can always what? Retain the power. But for the national unity, we must respect that, that agreement of zoning of power. That when North rules for 8 years, let it go to the south. In the south, you see, the south, we are the problem of this country. The Igbos are not supporting the Yorubas. The Yorubas are not supporting the Igbos. The south are in between. The Igbos are feeling marginalized. But meanwhile, they are the ones that they sold their own seed in a wrong party. The Igbos have always been with PDP since 1999. Now PDP chopped their face. It was PDP that betrayed them. But they have now made their ignorance. They have now made it and push it on even the Yorubas. Okay. They are trying to victimize the Yorubas that we are not supporting them. What do you mean we are not supporting you? You people have been supporting PDP since 1999. PDP that betrayed you last year. Why did PDP zone your presidency to the south? Whether for the Igbos, whether for the south side, why did they zone it? We are not follow PDP fight. You are taking it on Yorubas and now we they betray now. You guys need political intelligence.
Now they are politicians, political Igbos, not general Igbos.
As it is today, my brother, as it is today, what we have on social media. Iwanya who called Yorubas political rascals.
He's a politician.
He called, don't tell me what is not. Don't tell me. He said he called Yoruba. Don't tell me what I heard. What I heard, he said Yorubas are political rascals. But we the Yorubas, he has apologized. We accept the apology. But MC Oluoma who has come outside to apologize. MC Oluoma who has come outside to apologize. The Igbos they don't want to forgive him even till tomorrow. Why are they like that? Why are they like that? Are they the only one in this country? They want the country to break down, to scatter because they don't have anything to lose.
Don't generalize, it's not everyone. Just these politicians.
The people who are supporting
the
IPOB people and the one I'm talking to. I believe they are not an IPOB man. If you're an IPOB man, then I'm talking to. But if you are not an IPOB person, no, you know. Those who are IPOB apologists, those IPOB apologists, those who are supporting IPOB. When we say, let me say it in Yoruba, I want to budget. Those are those people. That is what they have.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, Mr. Amoba, I will send you Papa's account number now. Good morning, Mazi Chigos. Mazi Raphael.
Good morning. I want to buttress the points my brother made here, my brother Tunji, that we always like to rubbish Yoruba, that we don't support them in the south, and that Yoruba doesn't support Igbo in the south as well. That we have been in PDP since 1999, which is 24 years now. I want to educate him that the Igbos and the Yorubas, they were together in 1993, 30 years ago, when the Igbos voted Abiola nationwide. The Igbos everywhere. The Igbos in Ogun State, in Lagos. I was in Ogun State then. I was a small boy. I voted for Abiola. I was above 18. Listen well. Abiola won. He beat Tofa hands down.
Igbos did not vote for Abiola.
Then again, Abiola was voted in Anambra State. Abiola was voted in Imo State. In 1993, Enugu State has been created. Abiola was voted in Enugu State. Listen to me. Thank you. Listen and listen.
Don't try and claim what you are not.
Then again,
we know ourselves.
Then Professor Humphrey Nwosu was an INEC chairman in 1993. Yeah? He was a professor of political science. He was pressurized by the power to be then under Babangida regime, not to announce Yoruba man a winner in 1993. Being an Igbo man always who we are, so resilient to make sure that truth prevails over falsehood, to make sure that good prevails over bad. Professor Humphrey Mosu came out, defied military order. Professor Humphrey Mosu defied that order by a military head of state, which of course I know that no tribe in Africa, nobody in Nigeria could have done that. Professor Humphrey Mosu announced Mujud Abiola, MKO of Ogun State, the winner of June 12th election, 1993. No Yoruba man could have done that. If Professor, let me buttress my point well, I don't always expand on these very particular topics anytime I come here. Let me tell you, could be that Humphrey Mosu was a Yoruba man from Ogun State, from Ikwelu, Odogbolu, Ijofi, Ibokia, Alare, Ilaro, Ewekoro, he wouldn't have announced that result. Professor Humphrey Mosu would have accepted bribe and obtained that result. He would have obeyed military head of state and collect money. He announced that Abiola was the winner. Listen, let me tell you. Come 1999, that was barely 6 years after 1993. I just want to streamline my point to teach Tunji lesson, historical lesson he does not know. In 1999, Chief Matu Obasanjo and Baba Olufalaye were the only two contestants we had on the political platform of this country. Why? The other one is a Yoruba. Number two is a Yoruba. Are you listening to me? They contest a Christian. Let me tell you. Chief Matu Obasanjo from Ogun State was not wanted in his hometown. Was not wanted in his home state, Ogun State. Was not wanted by his tribe, Smer. They rejected him. They spanked on him that Obasanjo was not a good man. You don't know what happened? Imo State gave Obasanjo majority vote. Imo State, in case you are listening, you are not from Nigeria. Imo State is an Igbo state. Enugu State gave Obasanjo vote. Enugu State is an Igbo state. In case you don't know us, you are a stranger. Anambra State is where I come from. Of course, I'm an Igbo. I'm an Igbo man. I'm a black Jew. Abia State was created then. They voted Obasanjo. Are you listening to me? Ebonyi State, I believed, had come to being then. Ebonyi State voted Obasanjo. Ebonyi State is an Igbo state, called Igbo State. So, if listen and listen well, they voted Obasanjo. Olufalaye did not win. Obasanjo beat Olufalaye hands down. Are you listening to me, my brother? Are you listening to me? I'm talking to all of you. See, let me tell you. I don't come here. Listen and listen good. I don't come here to tell people nonsense. I don't come here to give people misguided, unfounded, useless information. I don't misinform people. Are you listening to me? Olufalaye lost to Chief Matu Olusegun Obasanjo in that election. And Igbo gave him what? Majority vote he needed in the southeastern Nigeria. And Obasanjo is a core Yoruba man. Then comes 2003, 2007, 2003. Obasanjo inaugurated, a committee like that in the north, in Abuja. He said, my Hausa brothers, let us include our southeastern brothers to be part of the national cake we have been sharing over the years. Let Alex Ekwueme, the chief founder of PDP, become a president of this country. And of course, he's an Igbo man. Do you know that Hausa people turned their back on that suggestion? Obasanjo become won another election, Igbo man voted him for the second tenure. Obasanjo is a Yoruba man. Obasanjo won election 2003. We voted him. Are you listening to me? My brother, come what may. Anybody that is watching me, if what I'm saying is a lie, come and prove me wrong. Igbo man has nothing to do with anything politics in Nigeria. And if they do, they are always straightforward. They have always been proving that they are true Republican. They are Republican in nature. They are capitalists. Igbo man is an egalitarian. Are you listening to me? We are here for benefit, I benefit. Biri can biri. Onye biri beya biri. Ebe beru go bere. Let the eagle purchase. If the eagle purchase and the kite purchase and the hawk purchase, there will be what? Peace. That is Igbo man for you. But what we have been witnessing in Nigeria over the years is oppression of Igbo man. It has taken a very, very donkey years that Igbo man has been passing through hard time. Let me tell you, Christian, I don't come here to answer. Christian, I know that you can throw some questions to me. But if you look at me, you know that I had something in mind before coming here this week. I was going through times, you know. What do I call it? I was brooding and thinking yesterday. I said, why could Fayoche of all people? Fayoche, we gave you chieftaincy title, one net the number of Igbo land. Let me explain in English language. A brother in the faraway land. A good friend in the faraway land. That is the title. Thank you, Mba. Mba is the faraway land. That's the title we gave Fayoche because of whom he is. We believe that he's our man. We believe that the man is as Republican as an Igbo man. But look at what Fayoche has come out and told the world. Look at what Fanika Yode, our in-law, has come out and become in the recent time. Because Obi'S ambition, because Obi'S mandate was stolen. All these great Yoruba men I respect changed all of a sudden. Wuru wuru passe. I'm not talking to anybody. Let me tell you, Christian. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Igbo man in Lagos. Yeah, I'm an alien. I'm a legal immigrant. I'm an immigrant in Lagos State. See, let me tell you. The stage has thrown open. Everybody should go to his land.
Sorry.
Igbo man has not realized.
Just give 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Omoba, please, I will drop a Papa's account at the end of the program. So I will drop it before I end it. I'm the only one here, so I will drop it at the end of the program. Thank you.
So, Christian, let me tell you. We are strangers in our land. We believe that Lagos is our land too. Yorubas that live in Enugu State, they have never been oppressed, and they believe, and I believe too, that Enugu State belongs to Yoruba man. That is the true definition of federalism. Some persons think that they are politicians in Nigeria. They are what? Rogues, thieves, ndochi, bricklayer, brigands, political bigots. What is the meaning of federalism? If an Enugu man win election in Lagos State, that is the true definition of federalism. If an Ogun man win an election in Omuaha, that is the true connotation of federal states. A federation, it doesn't matter where you come from. Listen to me. So why are you attacking Igbo man because he's coming out to vote? One of the rascals just left this scene now, cursing and abusing Igbo man. Listen, you didn't see him. See, let me tell you, he's a distraction. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Iwanyanwu has never ever called Yoruba rascals. We watch it. See, we know how a drowning man is crying when he's going down the river. If you dive into a water and you don't know how to swim, if you don't know how to swim, once you are sinking down, you will grab anything. Oga, we are Igbos. We are well cultured. We have traditions. Anybody that has that claim that Iwanya called Yoruba nation, Yorubas, rascals, is a drowning man. See, what we have in Yoruba land are rascally politicians. See, what we have in Igbo land are dangerously rascally politicians. Iwanyanwu is referring to this crop of political idiots across the country. It's not referring to Yoruba man. Listen and listen good. Some persons, they just don't know what to say. Some persons, they have lost out. They were shocked how an Igbo man could be this popular. Up to the level of winning an election in Aso Rock, Abuja. Okay, if you win an election in Aso Rock and Abuja, you are the president. Anybody that has not got FCT is lost out. Okay, if the whole Lagosian supported you and voted you, okay, you have won election. Ask me why. In Lagos State, the whole ethnicities in Nigeria are here. When you won election in Lagos State, it means Yoruba man appreciate you, Hausa man appreciate you, Ijaw man appreciate you, because barely all the 300 ethnicities in Nigeria, they have found Lagos to be a home for all. Yes. Are you listening to me? So if anybody is accusing Igbo man of anything, let me tell you, you are a drowning man. No, anyway, I know that many people have drowned. And you know what? You will be drowning and drowning and going down beneath the earth. If you don't want Obi to be Nigerian president, Obi must, M-U-S-T, rule Nigeria. And if you don't like that, if you are taking it too personal, there are hanging transformer there and the high tension. You can just easily climb these poles and do what? And hug transformer and high tension. Christian, do you have any question to throw at me again?
Let's look at the census. Census in next month. 895,000 personnel needed for census.
Thank you, Christian. Maybe I should be one of the officers. I don't know why they failed to include me or you, because we, of course, know that we're all lettered. We went to school. See, let me tell you. Census in Nigeria, the first census was in 1972 or 73. Then another one I witnessed was in 1994-93. I was living at Much then. Then another one was when I was staying at Father Street, Oba, 2005. Yeah, census. Then another one again. They did the latest one. I didn't understand. No. That was the last 2005. Thank you. When they were when Kanu and Lagos started throwing one, Kanu will throw their own. Boom. It will land in Lagos. Boom. We are more populated than you. Lagos will throw their own. It will land in Kanu, capital. Igbos we are more populated than you. But let me tell you, Christian, this census we are counting. Do you know how it should be? For you to receive the truth, to know how many Nigerians are, each and every tribe should go back to their geographical locations. If you stay in Kano State, you are an Igbo man, you are a Yoruba man. Kano will take the glory after counting them. Maybe they are numbering 200 million. If you are an Igbo man, you stay here during census, Lagos will take the glory again. Lagos go to do gra-gra. After being among the counted one in Lagos State. If they want to do their census, see, I know where I'm going, Christian, I'm coming. If they want to do the census, they should give us order. Go to your geographical locations, go to your land. Because after counting now, they will tell you Hausa is majority. Hausa Nabu majority, go to Sabon Gari and know the numbers of Igbos are there. And other part of the north. Hausa is majority. Are you listening to me? Then the number of people, the years range that are required to be counted, do you meet up to that obligation? They always flout it. Listen, they say so years, number of years, plus 18 or 18. But go to north, they are counting goats. 7-year-old, 10-year-old, Ewu, Nakuko, Malu, Ewulere, all of them were being included. They will be counting all of them. I listen to me, Christian. The Nigerian Population Commission, MPC, they are telling us to stay where you are and be counted. That is another deception. Stay where you are, stay in your state, stay in the state where you are and be counted. Igbo don't leave Igbo land, go southeast. Hausa don't leave Hausa land, go this, go that. Yoruba stay in the north is another deception. See, let me make the nice right announcement to Nigerians. if we want to get it right, please, when they give us the actual counting, the dates of the date, every Yoruba man should go back to his states. Every Hausa man should go back to his states. Igbo, Ejo, go back to your states. So that after the counting, they will know who is who. Because I am sure of what I'm saying. Ask me why again. Any census in Nigeria, for instance, after counting any state in Nigeria, the indigenous people of that state carry number one. I give you example. In Ogun State, after counting census in Ogun State, Yoruba man is the highest there. It is too obvious. No need of denying it. But the second person there, tribe, is Igbo man. After counting census in Kano State, Oga, the Hausa man, number one. But after Hausa, which tribe follow again in Kano? Igbo man. After counting in Osun State, in Ekiti State, in Lagos State, respectively, after Yoruba becoming first in these states, I enumerated above. Do you know the following tribe? Igbo. Then how can Hausa politicians tell me that Igbo man is minority in Nigeria? The most populated tribe in Africa is Igbo man. Go to Kenya if you are doubting me. Go to Namibia if you are telling me I'm lying. Go to Cameroon if I'm lying. Go to Central African Republic. Go to Angola. Go to Japan. Go to China. Go to America. Go to Russia. Go to the UK. Are you listening to me? So for us to get it right, everybody should go to his indigenous land or state and get counted. Christian, I have to pause here. Until when I come here tomorrow, to tell the people that are crying over rascality of a thing, that when a man behaves like a tiger, we don't hide the truth, we call you Mr. Tiger. And again, I would like to tell you that tigers, they don't cry.
Okay, thank you very much. I have Oluwa one.
Christian, what is happening? I can see Rap is shouting, unnecessarily. Shouting unnecessarily.
They want to count us now.
Okay, that is censor. We want to know the population. Is that the solution to the language, to the problem of the land?
Everybody should go back to his village
For counting, okay. That is compulsion. So if you stay here, they will count you. They will go for the village, they will go. Okay, now they want to differentiate
so they want to know the number
of each region.
Yes.
That is Igbo, Hausa,
so that they can allocate local government
for
resources.
That one is a welcome development, but Nigeria doesn't need that one now. But Nigeria has millions of people at hand to solve. Number one is this tribalist language, this tribalist problem.
Yeah.
That is number one. And the government has to set up a government that should let Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, let them know the reality of what they are. They are one, they are Nigeria. Dividing, we can never go anywhere. This is why we say we should go back to who they want to count us. That one is the language. The language is, the hatred is getting out of hand. It's going deep. Before you know it, it will explode. And that one is even more than a civil war. So the government of the Nigeria should sit down and discuss how this hatred will be eliminated. Otherwise, no going forward, no going backward. We remain in one place. Because Nigeria is too big for this language. This one is crying, this one is crying, this one is crying, this one is abusing, this one is abusing, this one is abusing. We are not Tata anymore. We have overgrown 1960 now. It's not 10 years. So we should forget our past and let us move forward.
Okay, let's move on. No one stole your mandate. Tinubu protesters tell Atiku and Obi.
That's what I'm telling you. We have different pro-campaign and different people, different ethnic group, different language, different belief. Some people say it was stolen, some say it was not stolen. So that's what I'm telling you. They should go and forget about their differences and let us move Nigeria forward. That is the ultimate task. Because many years ago, me and you were very happy together. Nigeria were really one. 1993, June 12. You see what will happen in June 12. Abiola, whether you be outside, you be Igbo, everybody voted for Abiola. But now, when the politicians now came, that was the regime of Obasanjo 99 coming down, they now scatter Nigeria. See, now Nigeria is now scattered inside the forest.
What can bring us together again? Is it football?
Football is part of it, but the real language that can bring Nigeria together is the government, the sincerity of the government. Let there be equal right of justice in these three regions. Don't take Hausa as a higher, take Yoruba as a higher, and not take Igbo as a lower. That one will bring division. Let us be systematic within our truth. Let us bring all of us along the line. So Nigeria will be powerful again than any other nation on earth. Without that, it's a zero. We will just be hearing giant of Africa for months. Before when we were called giant of Africa, anywhere Nigeria step up, there will be a respect. But today, Nigeria is being driving away all over the world. Because they know that you are now a wrong nation. With nobody to rule you. With different characteristics of criminality people. So we need a dialogue. The language that we need to become together as one, as a giant again, as a real Nigeria again. So then we will achieve our real goal.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, no time I beg, no verse. No time. Okay. Come early now, no time. I give 1 minute. My guy, good morning. You can see what is happening. People mind they are not together.
Sure.
What can we do? What is the solution?
Okay, let me just try to make some people out here happy. Let me just freestyle for them as a musician. My people, calm down. This problem where they happen to Nigeria now everywhere. But calm down, go and walk you and pray to God. May He bless you, Jaburata. May God bless your handwork. They think about Nigeria matter. We never had anybody we could call a leader. But just pray to God, make you see your own do. No fall for all the yama. We Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, we are one. Now our leader, they scatter us. So make you pray to God, may you see your own do. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, God. Yeah, with that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. I am Christian Chuku. Sorry, I'm the only one here. My cameraman has not been here for some days now, for a few days, since this week. So, Mr. Omoba, just give me 1 minute. I will have to send Papa's account number to you. Please click on the like button. Let's have more reach to other persons. I'm Christian Chuku. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe to Flip TV. Bye for now.
The doctor, From South Sudan, because many people say if you get cancer, you don't need to do that. The cancer is a death sentence. The name of the medicine is cancer, is not a death sentence. If you are a man or woman, you get this information, or you know somebody, when you get this information of this cancer, at all, you need to pass the information to them. Because you need to do and the person that God will not be happy with you. Under this condition, as a death, how we talk about the cancer medicine. More than get breast cancer. God finish them. God, help us to cure this cancer. All of the churches pray after the process. And she takes the free. By that God show her of cancer. And from that we apply that and for our mother.
Okay, the time.
Modity no bill. You no show option now. Now here. Now. You no show option.
This one won't talk.
If you go look for that, do every chat and private. Everywhere.
You no show option.
I call him for him now. Call him for him. No be say you.
I know more but if I see him, because this man may no go call him.
I'm on a chance now, right?
No be chance. I'm about a different person. For Ikeja side.
Okay, the lipa Ikeja. I'm over. Na chance.
Yeah, boy.
Huh?
Yeah.